How's your group look?
Our group looks good. The guys are out there working their tails off and pleased with the progress.
So you're not going to come here and do what you did last camp?
We're just going to talk about the guys that are out there practicing and getting better. How's that?
Perfect.
Is that fair enough to say? Yeah, with Ambry Thomas, B. Watson, David Long, and then you got a young guy in Miles Sims, who still should be in high school. He's out here working his tail off, getting better. So it's been promising. And Hunter Reynolds, a walk-on, really getting better. So it's been good for him.
You mentioned Ambry Thomas. What's the biggest difference in him from year 1 to year 2?
He is very comfortable now. We were just talking about it over there about the maturity level. Last year we were so young, and now all of a sudden these guys had some playing experience, and it has helped them. And so that last year, and now you're walking into a new year, they're just much more confident, and things are slower for him. So, and he's been really improved. Actually been working with the ones quite a bit, so he's been showing up a bunch.
If he's working with the ones, does that mean that maybe he moves into the inside? Is that you guys messing around with those combinations there?
Well, yeah. Vert hasn't practiced, so he's losing valuable time, unfortunately for him. But that allows Brandon Watson to continue to get better, Ambry Thomas to get better, David Long to get better, and as I mentioned, Hunter and Miles. So it's great for those guys. They're just growing by leaps and bounds.
Why hasn't he practiced?
He's got an issue with his hips or his groin. I'm trying to figure that out.
Has that been all of spring, or has he practiced it all this spring?
I think he got two practices in, but that's been it. And I'd like to have him out there for sure, but we're not waiting for him. I'll just say that. As I keep saying, Brandon Watson and Ambry have stepped up and are filling that spot very nicely.
It's a muscular thing? It's
not sure. That's the thing. You watch him run, he looks fine. He's just on long plays, he just has some pain at the end of the play. So he's trying to figure that out.
It's not the kind of pain you can play through.
I think it is. But he's got to feel right. So.
But that is sort of something you touched on last year about I don't want to generalize and say it's a toughness issue, but is that a little bit?
Well, if you want to go back to that, yes, in my opinion, yes it is. You've got an opportunity to get better, or even just to find out what really is wrong, because you're not going to find out by not participating. And so it's frustrating for us as coaches, but at the same time, those other guys, you're getting to see them blossom, which is really good for us. We're creating depth.
Is St. Juice in that mix there too?
No, Benjamin is not. He's been sidelined as well. So, and it's very unfortunate for him. He's a very gifted athlete, but he has missed all of the bowl prep, and now he's missed all of spring. So, he's got to find a way to get out there if he wants to compete for a job.
Jim said yesterday that the receivers have really taken a big step. From
your
vantage?
Yes, absolutely. Donovan, Tyreek, Nate, all of them have taken a step forward. And again, I think it's just the youth factor and having that year under their belt, their freshman year out of the way. They've been through camps. They're here now. They're into their second spring, so they're very comfortable. And they're just everything's slowed down for them as well. And you're just reacting. You're playing. You're instinctive, and you can see their improvement.
Tyreek hasn't missed a beat.
No, he hasn't. Donovan People-Jones he's going to be something special.
How's he better? How's Donovan better?
He's running really good routes. He's very strong at the line of scrimmage, and he makes great catches. I mean, he's just got super hands. Very talented guy.
What jumps out to you about the safeties at this point?
I would say that Tyree and Josh have taken a step forward. They're making many more plays out of the post. They're doing a much better job in the run game. and that was some of our weaknesses last year. Pass plays in the post with a post safety. Now these guys are they're figuring it out. They're making plays on the ball in the post, and they're helping, like I said, in the run game. So
Who's the third guy in?
third guy in, that's still up in the air. It really is. That's a toss-up.
Mike, where's Jalen's home? Jalen Kelly Powell?
Jalen's been
all over the place?
been great, been really good.
Safety or corner, or is it both?
He's safety
Still safety.
and nickel.
Okay.
Safety and nickel.
Back to Ben St. Juste.
Yes.
He's been out with an injury?
Yes,
What kind?
hamstring.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he's not in yet, but where do you envision Casey Hughes fitting in all this?
Yeah, we're trying to figure all that out as we go through this. If those guys continue to stay out, then maybe Casey comes with me. But we've talked to Casey about him playing safety. I think he'd be a good guy in the slot, cover guy in the slot. So that's our thought with him.
How much tape have you seen from him? What do you like about him?
Casey? Yeah, just a experienced player who you can see he has fun out there. He takes charge. He's a leader, and he's a really good football player. Good tackler, tough kid.
How much did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
How much did I? Yeah, it was a great game. It really was. I was happy. I was really happy for Nick Foles. When he was in Philly playing Q, he did a hell of a job. And he left. He kind of got in the slump, and he knocked the rust off, and he was back to his old Nick Foles. It was great to see, and that whole staff. Doug Peterson's a great guy. I know a lot of guys on that staff, and I was really happy for him. Good people.
No spring game in that setting. What's the difference between being in that setting, seeing the kids in that way, versus what you guys are going to end up doing in practice?
Yeah, it just will be another practice for us, and all eyes will be on them as they are in any other practice. I think what Coach has done. I think he's done a good job of. He's going to make it more of a family affair now that all the families are coming in, so it'll be very personable for them. They'll be up close. Up on the field, right around the action. So it'll be fun for them, but at the same time, we'll still get great work in.
Is it good enough to show your cards?
Yes and no. I'm sure it is. But we're pretty vanilla when we do it anyway. So, but yeah.
Mike Levert missed time last spring. Again, you guys were not thrilled about it, but he was able to kind of recover and had a great year. I mean, are you worried now, or is it still knowing that he went through it last year? Yeah,
there's a concern. We certainly like to get him healthy, but as I said, if he doesn't, I'm just confused by how do we know what injury it is if it doesn't come out?
Right. And
I think practicing is a way to find out what that injury is. And as I've always said, this game is not a comfortable game, and you've got to learn to play with some nicks. But again, I am talking with guys that are out there practicing. They're the Ambry Thomases, the Brandon Watsons, the David Longs, the Hunter Reynolds, the Miles Sims. Those kids deserve a pat on the back because they're taking a lot of reps, and they are getting better, and they're maturing at the same time.
The overall defense a year ago, everybody said, oh, man, they lost everybody, and then you did what you did.
Right.
Now everybody's saying, loaded, everybody back.
We can be really good. I mean, that's no secret. We really can be. So that's a positive for us. And I think we're taking those steps to continue to get better during the spring.
You got one or two more with Coach. We got a couple of players here. Will you be going to Paris?
I will be, yes. I will be.
And what do you think the team really got out of last year?
Oh, I think just the cultural aspect of it, and then I think that's going to happen again this year. It was. I know I enjoyed watching the kids experience what they experienced, and I expect the same this time around too.
You going to compare the French wine to the Italian?
No.